We'll get back to that. We're live with an AEF ongoing One Life Realism campaign event, and as you can see me, the artillery is underway below. 3 allied Shermans already bombarding the German position. You'll have to forgive me a little bit, YouTube. Tonight I jumped into this event very late, last minute, asked to cast and cover this event, so I don't really have all the details. I don't have a lot of documentation to go on for tonight. All I can tell you is that this is a ongoing Operation Market Garden campaign in Scriptum. Every week they have another operation, and depending on the results of every match of those weeks, it grows the story, expands it. It's really good. It's really in detail stuff. Tonight we have the 6th GA on the Allied side, and they're going up against the Axis on the defense. The Allies are on the attack. We're on Wengel. The Allies have to get into the town, clear out the town of Germans, and capture 3 positions, I believe, to have an overwhelming victory tonight. From what I understand, from some brief information I got, the Germans have been absolutely bombarded and pinned within the town itself. Now it's up for the Allied forces to get in there and clean them out. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you enjoy. It's going to be a good one, no doubt. And if you do enjoy, as always, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to the video. Something I'm also going to be doing a little bit different. You can see that artillery absolutely, the tanks being used as artillery, they're absolutely blasting onto the position. What I'm also going to be doing tonight, something a little bit different that I've not done in Scriptum casting before. I'm actually going to make my own squad.
Yeah, good for artillery. I can't actually see it.
So we can hear the Allied squad leaders talk. I've not done that in Scriptum before. I have done it while casting competitive matches in squad. But yeah, tonight I'm going to make my own squad so we can listen in to the commander chat.
All units or command, this is section 1 currently appended to Scott. Scott's down. We can send a medic over, please.
Yeah, we're on.
I will turn it down a little bit though, because it's a little bit loud. I will turn it down a little bit. So a little bit different. I'm doing things a little bit different here tonight. And look at that! Look at that Sherman artillery working perfectly. Jesus Christ! This is full-born artillery, bro. This is I've never seen this done in Scriptum before. 3 Sherman short barrels arcing their fire like that. Obviously, the Shermans have those short barrels, so they can basically be used as effective artillery pieces. And you can see the destruction they're actually wreaking on the town here. There's a destroyed German transport vehicle, logistic vehicle of some kind, and they're just absolutely decimating the town. Sadly, there's no environmental destruction. Can you imagine if there was environmental destruction in this game? This town would just be gone. You're not trying to liberate the town at this point. You're just going to flatten it. Absolute incredible work by the Sherman tank crews there with that such accurate fire onto the town. There has been a couple of casualties over here. I do see a few BIA members as well, so sorry I didn't mention BIA are also part of the Axis team tonight. But yeah, command chat is something I've always wanted to use in One Life events, and it's something I'm going to be using with, depending on how successful it is tonight. I will be joining command chat in future events so we can hear how the teams communicate between themselves while going on in a fight. We can actually see that has been casualties to this artillery fire. I remember tanks now have APHE, so they can actually penetrate within buildings. So this is actually more effective than it used to be. But yeah, like, this is absolutely incredible that we just got a absolute artillery bombardment phase going on here. The German forces within Wengel themselves just trying to hunker down. Absolutely incredible, man. I've never seen this tactic employed in a One Life event, and I've got to say, big fan of it. Big fan of it so far. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. This is better than mortars. Who needs mortars? You know, this is way better than mortars. You can see the rounds coming in. This is way better than mortars. Are you kidding me?
I can't. If you just keep decreasing the range, it sounds like you're doing pretty well. So.
That's one thing. I might have to adjust the volumes a little bit just to make sure command chat isn't too loud. 6J boys getting me hard right now. It's pretty cool, man. Pronunciation and alcoholism makes sense now. True. See, I would do a pronunciation stream just for you. You don't have to give me any bits. I'll take a Twitch Prime though. I'll do one at some point where we just pronounce words on stream. You gotta remember though, I'm dyslexic, man. You gotta cut me a little bit of slack.
Moving on to smoke and I, FYI.
Copy. How are rounds looking, Thunder?
What was this, say?
How are rounds looking? How many have you got left?
I think we've all got left. In and around.
Copy.
Now we've got the smoke barrage going
When
in.
you start getting low, notify me. Would be the pause and switch out to the
Smoke barrage going in now, ready for the no doubt the infantry to start doing their push forward. But this is absolutely incredible, man.
Has it been? Sorry, I was down.
See, who needs? You don't need artillery or mortars. You just need Shermans. This is great.
Alright, we're all like.
West as well.
That was incredible. Not hugely effective. Did you get a couple of kills?
Deceased. Waiting for command to fire again.
I just.
Copy, good job.
Could you imagine if there was destructible terrain in the game right now? This whole town would be
That's fine.
flattened. Absolutely flattened.
I spotted one German looking out the window with binos in the first row of the building, so I'll give you a mark in a sec.
Okay, so you can hear the command checks working well. I think
he
it's.
seems to be at F626, the last in that row of buildings.
Good communication going in there as well.
Repeat.
I saw one woman with a pair of binos at F626, the end of the row of buildings on the west side of the red road, kind of.
Copy.
Well,
We're just switching
MG,
Shermans now, so
waiting to
we'll
rock down the
ready
road.
shortly to commence firing again.
so let's talk about the strategies employed by
Yeah,
the Germans so far. It looks like they've divided their battalion into two sections. You've got the BIA and a small section of
Yeah,
IO9
just forward to the MSP and leave them behind the warehouse
on the
complex.
north side of the canal. The canal. And then on the south side, you've got all IO9 members ready to basically nestled into the heart of Vengel itself, into the residential market square of Vengel. That's where the German, the Axis forces have all situated themselves. And from what I understand, from the brief information I had, the Allies have had a lot of success in this ongoing operation, this ongoing campaign.
Shermans, can you let me know when you're good to go again? I guess we can commence the bombardment once you're all lined up and ready.
We're moving. For some reason, Ren spawned 3 tanks on top of our already existing tanks, so now they're fucking around. Just jumping in the
There
air.
are 2
There's
Shermans
a Sherman
currently
flying.
flying through the... Oh, would you look at that? That's the latest technology.
Heads
that is.
So yeah, what was I saying? So the
Oh, they're in the least, so that's good.
Not 2, but we need 1 more.
what was I saying? Oh yeah. So from what what the brief information I had, Allies have had a lot of success in this ongoing campaign that's been created by the community. That tonight the Vengel forces
Do you
are
guys still
being
get Sherman?
basically surrounded by a heavy contingent of Allied and tanking battalions from the Allied side.
Maybe we can drive
So
them
Vengel is
to
basically
the
just guarded by
fire.
a infantry section from the Axis forces, and they are encircled. And as you can see, the bombardment from the Allied tanks just showing the immense firepower the Allies have brought.
Stations are not hearing a lot of what you're saying on command chat. Things are being very laggy.
Yeah, we're just gonna. You're gonna hear me. Just try to do the best as we can to play it.
Yeah, the bombardments have started again. I think that's artillery. Pretty sure that's commander artillery.
Command, this is mortars. Are we now?
Yeah, mortars. If you can hear me, begin firing again, please.
Mortars beginning.
Guys, tanks Monroe, tanks that we've just wet, so the ones fired from. You're free to drive them in the river. I've just confirmed with the admin to help performance. If you want to get rid of them, we will not.
Copy that. I'll get on that. I'll get on that.
Yeah, just get them. Oh shit! What the? It almost killed me, cheese.
The next wave of bombardments are beginning from the Allies here. It is.
I'm not seeing any Germans in the city now at all. They may have pulled back. I don't know.
It is a massive shame there is no destructible like buildings or train in this game. Can you imagine if this was Battlefield right now? Zika would be gone. Like his entire building
Pope's
just
still on the right
collapsed.
tank. Can you get him to move left a little bit? Bring it into more towards the centre of the city. But otherwise, rounds are looking really good. Decrease range very slowly as well.
I hear them whistling by me, man. They sound awesome. Draxel taking a little bit of a shockwave blast.
All tanks decrease range. Some of your rounds are just despawning because they're too far away. Also, don't be alarmed by explosions. Those are just Shermans going in to help performance.
We're in the last section of moving up slowly.
This is pretty
Yep. Pull
pretty
back,
cool to watch,
cheese
I'm
right
gonna
up.
say. Let's have a look at the Allied forces. Wow, so we do have some infantry movement on the Allied part as well.
Section 1.
So it looks like the infantry.
Moving up. We're currently estimated E779.
You heard in the command chat there that the Allied
Returning the tanks. We'll continue bombardment for a bit.
infantry is on the move.
Stewards.
Mortars are hitting the road F53, north and south of us.
I'm waiting for one of these Sherman shots to go straight through a window. Looks awesome, man. Look at that, man. It looks absolutely awesome. I want to do this on a public server now, but it's not the same on a public server. You just get hunted by 80. Communicating with 3 Shermans to be accurate. You gotta test fire the range then. You just get hit by like a Stuka.
People in planes.
Yes. Second round of.
Mate, you just gave me a fucking heart attack. Lol.
There has been another casualty on the German side. Again, this as cool and as awesome as this is, it's not having as huge as effect as it appears to be. It is forcing the German defenders to stay in cover and hide. Obviously, they can't exactly go out and scout. Lysander, he's the next casualty now. He got hit through the rooftops there. It's not as hugely as effective as it would be in real life. But bro, it's awesome to see, and it's having the effect of suppressing the defenders. I think that's the major thing here. It's basically suppressing the defenders, which should allow the rest of the Allied forces to continue their encirclement.
These tanks have between 10 and 15 rounds left. We're going to put these tanks in the river as well, and then we're going to go and pick up the Stuarts.
I don't know if...
I think you could probably bring it right in.
Wasn't the Allies meant to be liberating the Netherlands in this time period? And not, you know, rolling thunder in it? I'm pretty sure the Allies were meant to be liberating Europe. Not this. Yes, ladder. So we're gonna... I have no idea, man. I'm not involved in that. I have no idea what's going on with the PS ladder. I have no involvement at all. Couple more casualties again to this artillery fire. I look when one lands in the water and you just get a big plume of
All stations.
Section 1 Eagle. Eagle. Oscar Mike to our current point. Over.
What other tanks could you do this with? Obviously, on the Allied side, I think the Sherman short barrel is the only tank you could do this with. Oh, and the Wolverine. You could probably do this with the Wolverine, but it doesn't have nearly as much ammo. Obviously, the Germans, you could use the P3 and the P4 short barrels and the Stuks to do this. The short barrel Stuks would be awesome to do this as well.
They've all hunkered down. I can't see any in the street.
Got some mortar rounds coming in as well, so we've got a mix of like smoke and heavy ordnance from mortars.
We're currently at Foxtrot 744. Wait, come on to over.
Yeah, move up, please. To your staging position. Try and get the edge of them now.
I like how the BIA and the IR9 squad on this side of the river are just like, yo, bro. This is where we've been stationed, you know? Good luck to you on the other side of the river. Pretty calm and chill over on this side.
Ren, if you're on to get rid of any other non-essential vehicles, please. MSPs, trucks, whatever. This TPS is taking a bit of a shit.
Yeah.
Scott.
By TPS, it means the server health. For some reason, the server is struggling a little bit. It did last time as well. We had a couple of issues last time. I don't know if it's because we're basically all Europeans playing on what looks like to be an American server. If that's like hindering it a little bit. Looks like we got some runners trying to spread communication between the German side. Still a couple of mortar rounds coming in. Prop with the MG on the roof. Great place for an MG42, man. He can cover this entire field in front of you. Just look at that angle of fire he has there. Able to cover the entire field coming in from the southeastern side. Great position to be there. I don't know if we'll see any more artillery fire. That might be the last wave of artillery we'll see coming in from those short barrel Shermans, but...
Can you hear me?
Just give it a... It's absolutely fucked.
Algor.
All stations, transmissions are very...
See if I can spot the plane. Sounds like an Allied bomber. Was an Allied bomber. And, okay, the BIA and IR-9 over on this side of the river starting to, you know, get a little bit of attention. See, the 6J infantry have moved forward. You have to ignore Ren's name. Well, it looks like he's dead. He's an admin. That's not a lot of dead allies. That's just Ren who's got the dead symbol while being an admin for some reason. Got a half-track 50 cal over here ready to do some heavy suppression as well. I wish the Allies had like a armor plate for the gunner, just like a sheet of metal just to defend the gunner, because the Allied half-track is so hard to use. You're just so easy to be shot off the gun with it, compared to the Germans who have those two sheets of metal up in front of the gunner, so at least he has frontal protection. So you can still get shot from the sides and from the rear quite easily, but at least on the front facing the enemy, he has that protection, that just a little bit of added protection to allow him to keep up his suppressive fire. The Allies don't have that. You kind of a sit and duck on the Allied 50 cal, fortunately. Yo, Mun, chill, just stay still, man, stay still. Stay still. Yeah. One life events, as I said. Slow build up. Methodical. Takes time. They have to organize, they have to plan, they have to communicate. Not only are they communicating between squads, but obviously there's a lot of individual chat going on within the squads themselves. What the hell is going on over here?
Carlton, is Steele still with you?
Yeah, he's still with me, but we can't even hear each other's voice between us.
Whereas, if you can, to Elder, because you have to wait for the team.
Can I hear you?
Once I move into the other side, you're gonna have to help him to Brent gun in that building, as you've seen. The what?
Bottom floor is clear.
You can see the Allied infantry slowly starting to move into position.
Gotcha. Roger. Follow me, mate.
Roger. Roger.
They're coming now. Move up. Move up. Move up a bit.
I don't want to use this trench.
Okay.
Ooh, Kennedy.
Just send Steele Elder, if you can hear me. Send Steele Elder.
Kennedy taking a long-range rifle shot there.
Okay. Kieran.
The infantry is trying to move into position. Now we've got another artillery strike going in there now for the Allies. As an MG42 is opening fire below me. We'll get to that in a second. Just 5 rounds there, I believe. Not a lot. Forcing the Axis just to keep their heads down a little bit more.
Just to make frankly, we'll get back. Just have to wait for the tank despawn, which is 5-10 minutes, so should be alright.
I like this MG here, man. This MG is in a very good position. I don't know if it can... Oh, it can. It's just positioned so it can shoot over the wall. That MG able to watch all the way down the main street. So anything coming down this main street, any kind of infantry at all, they're just going to get absolutely buzz cut. Way down there. Anything is just going to get shredded. It is a shame that the server is having a bit of a shit fit.
Line on the left of the road. Meters, 150 meters.
Got a 50 cal opening fire down the street now.
Moving, stop doing what you're...
I love his name. Pride Parrot. Oh, okay, calm down. Jesus. Looks like Zoid and Lect over here as those pushing forward. They've been cut down at some point. Zoid, man. Oh, damn. McBean getting absolutely lit up by the MG42 there as well. MG42 having perfect fire there on McBean as he came out of cover. Most likely trying to get over to Zoid and Lecter to maybe pull them back into cover so a medic can maybe try to save them.
Trying to get a ceasefire.
I guess ceasefire. German surrender. Man, I love the sound of the 50. There has been a lot of casualties, though. Seeing that for the Axis, you can see High has gone down at some point. Looks like Dunk went down and the medic had to tend to him. So there has been casualties sustained by the
I'm sorry, guys.
Axis
we
dive.
can't get to you because tanks just go forward like one bit and then go back 4 bits. It's horrendous. So trying to see if the admin will give us a technical pause or something.
Maybe it's the tank update. Maybe the tank update interferes a lot now. Oh, shit. Stewart putting a shot straight in there.
You've got reinforcement there. Regroup and try and make an attack.
Schmidt, he gets cut down in the half track. The German MGs now are starting to open fire.
Just northeast of you, Eagle.
Hanging the rig G without radio.
A bullet just off the front of the half track. Balls of steel from shore. To stay there, despite a bullet literally just bouncing inches away from his face. Like Fried Parrot's gonna be the next casualty. He at some point he sustained. Oh no, he just managed to tend to his wounds in time. Patch the bleeding. Hetzer, there's that MG42 we spoke about earlier. Just watching down the road. You can just hear those 50 cal rounds just bouncing off metal, brick, whatever they're hitting. Those heavy bullets. The Allied infantry is on the perimeter of the town now. Reed, he's the first one forward. Looks like the 6J squadron over here next to the river. Jacob's going down. Okay, a technical pause because the servers are very bad, and they are very bad. I don't know how this is going to go. So YouTube, you see the servers are very bad at the moment. We don't know why. It's very unfortunate that they are because it's looked amazing so far. So YouTube, I might cut and go to when the gameplay starts again. If it does, you know, just that's why there's going to be a jump cut. Unfortunately, don't know what's happening with the servers at the moment. Blame Russia. You know, YouTube, we're back live again. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we've cleared out a bunch of assets on the map, got rid of a bunch of vehicles to try decrease the performance, the impact on performance. So we're back live once again. Hopefully, the server stays well. Be unfortunate if it doesn't, because honestly, this match started out in a super interesting way, something that we've not seen before. So yeah, fingers crossed. It holds out. The attack is continuing. Both teams had a ceasefire and a technical pause where they just held ground. And the battle is commencing once again. Casualties being exchanged on both sides now. MG42's loading up, firing from the town. That 50 cal firing down the street. If we just hold here, you can see the 50 cal firing straight down the street. You can hear the bullets ricocheting off the brick, the pavement, the metal, the trees. As that MG42 on the second stairs up to the right is firing back.
We can't really you in any way because we're still rubber banding like hell back here.
We'll do our best with infantry only.
Can we maybe not see if they can put it on an EU server or something?
That would be nice.
I mean, we're kind of getting, at least my tank is now.
Actosoid, Magbean all pushing forward. Schmidt born cheese right web. Schmidt being very brave on the enemy side of the building there. You can see Reed's squad has been mostly cleared out, but we do have some forward advances going on here. Who is it? It's Seb and McWen. They've pushed all the way forward into Vengel itself, although they are being pinned down in the little divot here. Markers and a little bit of machine gun fire across the river. Still casualties being exchanged on the defenders there, though. Those mortars still doing a good job. The small on fire picking off kills here and there.
Correct. Confirmed, yeah.
We've got an allied bomber coming in.
Alright, copy. I'm going to try and to the town.
A strafe down the street as well. It looks like Maximan and Marcus was actually knocked off that MG42 position on the stairs below us. I was watching the main street. Artillery wave going in here now as the 6J infantry breach into the first row of houses onto the Vengel south side of the river. He gets sprayed down there by Seb with that Sten gun. Great shots from him on one side to the other. It looks like the server is holding. It's not best performance, but it is holding just as Hannibal, he gets tagged there by what sounded like a Enfield rifle shot. McBean maybe there. You can hear the sound of tanks rolling forward. We've got 2 stewards here on a half track. Great combination. 2 infantry tanks spotted by that half track as well will allow the infantry to push forward. And we've got here we do have the 2nd infantry squad pushing forward. Reed, Bowler, Harper, Trevian and more breaching on the first row buildings alongside the first squad that was already there. The defenders have been pushed back. They've just been whittled down by a mixture of artillery fire, planes, tank fire, small arm fire, machine gun, heavy machine gun, you name it. The defenders on the south side have just been breached and overwhelmed.
I don't know what any infantry is. We're quite out of sync now.
If you can hear me, we are in the first row of buildings, F629. We're quite good strength.
Mika
You're already in the city. Copy.
Doing his best to try avoid those 50 cal rounds flying through his building. Iron Glory holding up there. Zico and Philip. Headhunter also alive over there. These are the last remaining defenders. And Drax are there on the south side. MG fire coming from the opposite side of the river. Tanks slowly creeping forward. The Stuart tank. Ever so slowly creeping into the town. And that is going to be the main issue here for the Axis forces. How are they going to deal with this combined assault of infantry and tanks? And there are plenty of tanks on the Allied side, as we've seen so far. Stewart firing down the street. You can see Philip and Zico there, who were on the outskirts. They ran back into their building the moment that Stewart appeared. Draxler, he's changing his position as he was... It looks like he was vaped out, man. It's just... I don't know if that was Draxler's vape or if that was Mortar's, but he got knocked off that roof. Choking a little bit there from the smoke.
When you can, you should take up your position at X3.
Zoid and McBean, they're taking up the large cottage, thatch roof building, while Eldar and the other squad, his squad members below, are slowly pushing down this row of buildings as well. So a good assault coming in from the Allies. And Mika that gets absolutely destroyed by a direct Stewart shot there. I can't remember how powerful the Stewart shot is. Is it... What is the Stewart? Is it like a 4-pounder? What is it? We do have German infantry pushing back in, though. They're reinforcing from the east side of Vengal. And I can see, I think, a Panzerstreck in the hands there. Not quite sure. I thought I saw like a Panzerfaust or Panzerstreck for a second there. You can see the German reinforcements trying to flood back in, hold this tidal wave back. The Stewart tank has now made it into the streets.
German respawn wave incoming. Whole bunch of 6 or 7.
The server is just gone again. Oh my god. I'm looking at people and it's just like... Yeah, it's not been an IE or 9, unfortunately. In terms of server performance. In terms of gameplay performance, though, it's been awesome. See, a lot of these reinforcements here are being cut off by some very accurate mortar fire and some suppressive fire coming from the wing over there, from the flank. A lot of this reinforcements, and you did hear in command chat that the Allies did spot the reinforcements coming in. And now the tanks are doing a good job, and along with the mortars, of trying to hold back that wave of reinforcements so that infantry can keep clearing these buildings and securing this other down. Williams, he gets cut down there from across the river. Infantry using the tank cover provided by these Stuart to push forward. moving past the first row of houses, trying to break past the second. You can see Hannibal and Al Gore there are doing their best to hold it out. Jacobs takes down Al Gore. Hannibal now. He's being pushed back as the Steward slowly creeps around the corner. Spraying down the main street. Pingu goes down. High is trying to hide the best he can. Hannibal is retreating back. Hannibal in a fight with McGwen. Sten versus MP40. More reinforcements flooding into the town for the Allies, so they've breached the second row of houses now. High, he gets taken out by the Steward fire there.
How's your laggy push looking?
It's getting better. The more people who die, the less lag there is. Let's go on board now. The Steward on this road here as infantry working in great combination here. The Steward just slowly in first gear, creeping up the road. Coaxial and hull gun just suppressing, and the infantry trying to push behind it. Doing a good job gaining ground here, little by little.
This is Section 1 Eagle. Current location for squad is F638, moving northeast. Over.
Castle, we're in the triangle, mate. We're in the triangle, but we're taking quite a lot of losses.
From which direction?
It seems like they are coming in rough 693, possibly. I'm not 100% sure about that. They're throwing smoke from that direction.
It definitely gives a new perspective, being able to hear the commander chat and what's going on and what they know, sharing information, trying to coordinate where the enemy is, where they need to attack, working out where each member from the team is. Steward slowly creeping forward there. Headhunters with sniper watching his corner. McBean, watch out!
Cheers. Really brilliant. Williams, casualties.
Oh, what a great bit of crossfire there from Headhunter. And then Draxler up in the upstairs window. Zoid does manage to spray him down. But Schmick might be elected there, caught between a Headhunter and Draxler. Zoid, he might be able to hold on. He just manages to hold on for himself there.
Cancel, he's got a medic. Williams has got a medic over here now. We should be good. Carlson increased range by 20 meters. 20, 30 meters. So you're hitting the building.
So he just got team killed. See, no. I think he got hit by the tank. Oh, speaking of tank, the tank just took a. I'm not quite sure if that was a Panzerfaust or Panzerstrike. It was a bouncing shot though. Maybe fired a little bit too close to the Steward, so the ammunition didn't prime. Maybe fired a little bit too close. Not quite sure if that's a thing or not, but Steward has got incredibly thin armor compared to the other allied tanks, so very lucky to make out of that with very no damage at all, aside from maybe just some paint being scraped off. A lot of casualties here for the Allies, gotta say. Great initial game from them, pushed all the way into the town. But that being said, the Germans had to rely on a respawn wave, and that respawn wave has been whittled down quite a lot as well. So in terms of strength at the moment, yes, the Allies have lost much of their strength in this. They still have their operational tanks and half tracks. They have lost a lot of infantry, but at the same time, they dealt tremendous damage to the defending Axis team. So, wow, that showed a little bit of misfire. A lot of what remains for the Axis defenders are being forced onto the northern side of the river here, the canal or channel, however you want to pronounce it. I don't know.
My Stuart is on the point directly now.
There are still a couple of infantry alive here for the 6J, and they still have a full infantry squad over here that is capable of moving forward. Ooh, the steward taking a shot there. Scott, he goes down. I think he was the tank commander there. So the steward there getting blasted by, I didn't catch it. I think it was a Panzer strike. Sounded like a rocket.
That area north of the point building.
So steward there going down inside his steward.
Copy,
Steward returning some fire there, doing good damage.
Pushing in from behind those buildings. Maybe spread it out to about F694 as well, please.
Any chance of getting a medics? We have quite a few down people around us in F66.
There's a third steward pushing forward now. So great work here from like a three-pronged attack coming in from the Shermans, allowing stewards, sorry. A three-pronged approach coming in from the steward, allowing them to do some great crossfire, going down every major avenue. You can see one steward there on the main road, one steward there on the main road, and then the steward over here near the tree line, able to watch the main reinforcement artillery coming into this portion of the town. So great work by the tank so far. But yeah, it's just they lack a little bit of infantry support at this point. Germans did a good job of holding on. They mostly did a great job of holding to this side of the river. That being said, there wasn't much in terms of an attack by the Allies on the north side of the river. It was all concentrated on this side of the river, and they did a great job of pushing through this side of the river. See, medics are doing their best to try save anyone they can. You've got a half-track acting as basically a ambulance at this point. You've got a Allied half-track here, being the ambulance. Stewards are slowly retreating out. Well, not quick, you know, they're still maintaining a bit of a presence. They're not just quickly just withdrawing. You know, they don't want to give up the ground they've gained, but they definitely want to fall back a little bit to have a little bit of that infantry support, whatever infantry support there might be left. Kennedy, Trebbian, and they go down there. And Jacob's also getting tagged across the river. It's this side of the river. There's been some great machine gun and rifle fire coming from the north side of the river. And I'd say this north side of the river has probably dealt the most damage to the Allies pushing in. So could maybe do with some suppressive fire from the Allies along this side of the river just to make sure they don't keep getting shot in the side and in the back. Monroe there climbing back into his steward. Obviously, now you actually have to climb on top of your tanks to find where the hatch is, and you can't just hold F next to a tank.
This is Section 1, now attached to Section 2 with Eldar. We're currently at Foxtrot 632, over. Foxtrot 632 being reinforced.
Understood.
Yeah, so you got the next wave of infantry pushing in for the Allies. It seems, again, no one's really covering that north side of the river where most of the remaining defenders are stationed at the moment. No one's really watching the north side of the river. So the infantry, I'm not quite sure if Webb already got tagged there from the far across the north side of the river, or if he's, you know, just waiting to be revived. Stewart's still doing a good job there, suppressing, trying to cut off the reinforcements. Most of the reinforcements trickled through. They either made it to the north side or they were cut out and shot down. Headhunter here, just with his sniper, he's just picking people off, trying to come down this little back avenue across these gardens. He's done a great job here, just dealing damage to the Allies and just slowing up the infantry. You can see the infantry for the Allies slowly moving along with the Sherman, Stuart, sorry. Oh no, Zoid. What was that grenade, Zoid? What was that grenade, Zoid? Zoid's dead. He's just killed.
Monroe, how are you doing?
Finally starting to see a little bit of attention on the
Located
north
in
side, it
F666,
seems.
watching the crossroads here on point.
Some smoke, some strafe runs coming in on the north side there. Trying to blind the defenders who remain in this row of buildings and this row here, this V shape. You can see the 6J have conquered pretty much this south side of the river here. Although Headhunter is still doing a great job of just picking people off with his sniper here. Tag Smith now. Headhunter does finally goes down to a cheese right who is just invisible for a second there. Camera bug.
I've just returned, mate. Let me give you an update when I can. My tank is going forwards like 1, going back 5. It's but we carry on.
Yeah, the 6J, the Allies, they have claimed this side of the town, this little quarter here, this residential quarter. They have suffered some casualties, once again moving in. The Axis still control the north residential side, the market side.
We have the crossroads 665 and my tanks are F656. Be seeing it.
Rate goes down. So the Axis are definitely losing. They are definitely losing what strength they had over here. Just one by one, they're getting picked off either by the stewards or just occasional rifle fire being returned to them. They are still picking people off though. Williams just got tagged there and he just got dropped by a headshot. Mortar's trying to bomb the remaining defenders out now. Zoid is back on his feet. I'm not quite sure if Marcus is alive. Yeah, Marcus is alive there. See the stewards, they're just trying to riddle any building they can with bullets. They're just trying to do any kind of suppression to give the infantry just some breathing room to move. They just get taking these pot shots from across the way.
Monroe, be advised, they could be in the market on the other side of the river, F658.
Yeah, they're in the market somewhere. Got shot from that direction.
Copy. Dropping mortars on it.
Yeah, just Carlson, if you can do like
There's a big gathering of defenders. Oh my god. There's a big grouping of defenders here just held up. And this is basically all what remains. Rumbo and Cart over here are basically trapped at this point. They could try and make a run for it using the buildings as cover. They're basically isolated over there at the moment. The Allies payback for last month, 100%. Schmidt, he just got tired. That being said, it's not been all success for the Allies here. They have suffered casualties. They have suffered a lot. If this steward push forward here, as it just takes Marcus down, good spot there. If this steward pushes forward here, they basically just got these guys trapped between two tanks. You can just blast them out slowly then with APHE. As Mund, he gets absolutely decimated there by great AP through the HE through the window. Oh no, he looked away at the wrong second. Just looked at Hetzer. It's like half a second saved his life there. The tank just looks away the moment he steps out. Lucky man. Basically means this squad here now for the Germans is trapped.
Do you want Section 2 to move any? They're requesting. I just want to know do you want them to move where they should be.
Oh, Hetzer maybe not so lucky. He gets dropped there. Oh, this could be good for the steward. If the steward peeks this little alley here, it might even be able to see Blitzkrieg. It did. Blitzkrieg getting tagged there. He's having to attend to the shrapnel wounds he just got. Espresso goes down. Well, you got to say, this first objective, it has gone into the hands of the Allies on the map. You can see they have easy control.
Thinned out on the point. I don't really see many Germans at all, unless I don't know.
So that's going to be the first objective falls. I believe there's 3. Again, I had only brief information. I believe there's 3 objectives. They've taken 1. They've got 2 more to
We
take.
still have a few Germans pushing the building in F669.
Oh, Blitzkrieg hit perfectly. We've got a mortar there.
They're pushing it from the north.
Just a second one just to make sure.
So I guess Carlson just beyond the row of buildings like F686 and F694, places like that. Just get a few rounds out of those buildings there.
Harper, do you have any orders for Section 2 or do you want them to remain where they are? Because they're just sitting there, nothing they're not.
How the fuck have we not taken this point yet either?
We have taken it, haven't we?
Well, I don't think we're in the cap yet. Let's make sure we're in the cap. Eagle, if you get the boys into the cap, if possible.
They're just waiting at this point, just like, all right, objective yours. As Zico, Winters, and Philip are doing their best to hold out their 3 men. But it looks like finally Rumbo over here, he and Carr have been spotted. Rumbo goes down. Carr is actually a medic, I believe. Carr doing his best to try save him. CPR, CPR. Give him that special German medicine. There you go. A little bit of meth.
Monroe, be careful. I think you're all... Oh no, you're not. No, you're fine. Ignore me.
Can I get some more in the cap, please, from the infantry?
I've sent the squad from the south up towards you on the cap.
Usually they have to hold an objective for 5 minutes before they're giving it. I'm not quite sure if the rules are slightly different in this event, but I imagine it's theirs.
Carlson, if you're firing mortar, cease fire. We've got friendlies quite close to those mortar.
Ceasing.
Come.
What stations is this looking
Let's
like?
go have a look at the
Cap
second
first.
objective. I believe the second objective is the bridge. Yeah, I can already see the flagpole. The second objective will be the bridge.
To be fair, at all.
Rog switching to hit in town hall.
Yeah, so far, the Allies have been looking strong. While we just wait, let's have a look at the kill boards quickly. We haven't done that yet. So we can't take deaths into consideration because they've been inflated again by pre-match workup and plus the issues having to destroy vehicles and stuff. We can only look at kills, so we can see already the Allies 50 kills to the 30 of the Axis, so almost double the kills for the Allies. Wounds 62 versus 53, so they're more even. Revives, on the other hand, 24 to 8. The Allies, plenty more kills, and in fact, they just got 2 more, and also a lot more revives. So, who was it who just got killed? Kartov. Kartov just went down, and that would have been, who was with him? Rum would have gone down as well. The only 3 defenders live. That's Winters, Philip, and Zyko in this building.
How's it looking where you are?
It's currently looking empty up north. We don't see anything.
Come on, buildings are cleared up.
Oh no, Winters!
7 on the south side of the road, over.
Received, thank you.
Philip, he gets sprayed from across the street by Steel with that stand. Great work by him. Having Zico. Yeah, he's just hiding. Can you blame him? There's like a million tanks outside his windows. Hundreds of soldiers. He's just like, yeah, no, fuck. I'm just gonna lay in this corner, man. And pray. Cannot blame him. Holy shit, that's gotta be a war crime. And he's dead. Yeah, I don't think the moment Zico, you know, shot, that was kind of it. What a ceasefire called. I'm not quite sure what that all means. So let's see what the admins are doing. It could be that the first objective is taken and they're just gonna get ready to move on to the next one. Hiccup.
Edges off these guys.
Hey, the server got better once everyone died, you know? Perfect. Once everyone died, the server got a lot better. Perfect. We just need one team to kill everyone. And a lot quicker. Things like this always scare me. Like, if this was me and I was stood here... Wait, they've actually modeled this? Wait, hang on. There's actually they've actually modeled the inside of this room.
Did we win or?
What's happening? What's happening?
What the fuck was this?
YouTube again. There'll be a cut to see what's happening. I don't know. We'll see.
Keep it Sturm.
Let's just say, if this is an end to it, if it does end like this, it's unfortunate we had a lot of issues with the server. But nevertheless, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully for the next one, things are a little bit better. As always, YouTube, like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye. And a big thank you to last month's Twitch subscribers, Sinashai, The CJ Reed, Wheeldale 303, Flora, Keldaf, The White Gamer 05, Kaiser NG, Mepinator, Hinkle, No Men Blimph, Shoot Einon, It's Carl's Designs, Jabes MX, Kane GI_K, Callum Derp, Benjamin 101, Johnny IKDK, Brew, Jabes MX again, The CJ Reed, and Luna Gamer Fox.